We are very light right now due to the sun. Yeah, I feel like Michael Jackson. What's up? I got my son with me today.
Hey.
What do you go by now?
What do you mean? Y'all can call me Jordan. You know, I'm Jordan.
You don't have a nickname.
I don't have a nickname.
Happy New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year's Eve, everyone.
We got Nala. She's sitting, standing, judging. Living life. So it's the last day of the year.
Yes, ma'am.
I was like, I wanted to do a podcast. I've been trying to do more like video podcasts. And I was like, my son's here. We normally have talks every weekend, so.
That's true. I do look forward to the weekends. Sorry, y'all, just leaning in. We're working with what we got. We talk every weekend, and this is no different. And it's a blessing, and this is nothing different. All you guys get to see us talk, and like we usually do. Yeah, and the lighting is perfect. Well, I never. It's really hitting right now.
So, okay, it's New Year's Eve.
It's New Year's Eve.
You're about to be...
Oh. Yeah, I'm going to be 27 years old in
that
1
means
month.
I'm old. Exactly 1 month.
Exactly 1 month.
30 days. What did you learn about yourself this year?
This
How
year
was your 2023?
2023 was definitely. I don't want to say it was too much of a challenge, but like I learned more about resilience. How to definitely budgeting. Being having my own apartment. That was the biggest thing. Moving into my own space, and not a bunch of crazy roommates. Yeah. Independence was the biggest thing. I'll say independence is the key word. I don't have, mommy to come and clean up everything or whatever. I gotta be on top of that. I gotta, I can't spend all my money on like junk and whatever. So, yeah, I got a budget. I gotta thank mama for helping me do so because, it's hard. It's hard. It ain't easy, But no, definitely independence, being, fruit, making sure you don't spend your money on the crazy thing out there. It's really easy to do that, mama. I've done it before.
Yeah. What are you taking into next year?
What am I taking into next year? Mama, it might surprise you, but I haven't really, thought about next year too much, honestly. Like, I'm just.
I mean, your birthday's coming up. I know you thought about that.
I have because
that's perspective.
I'm really gonna be 27 years old. I've told her that before when I come over.
Once you hit 26, like I told you, it's downhill fast.
I felt that way after 21. After 21, to me, that's when it really started happening.
Yeah.
Now I'm in my late 20s now. Like, there ain't no more middle, early 20s. I'm an adult now. Like, this is careers, children, all that stuff.
Are you enjoying your life right now? Do you got things you want to do?
Oh yeah, I'm enjoying life. This is a really good balance for me. My job is, I do want to get a better job, but like I'm paying, I have food on the table. I'm not struggling. That was an issue before. And when I say I'm struggling, I mean personally. My mom's always there for me. Family.
Yeah, just
they're never
what you
yeah.
not having to depend on your mom.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I've been doing well. I'm enjoying life. It's good. I've been going out more. This year.
So you sure you don't want to live back in my basement?
I mean, with the rent the way it was, that was nice. Don't get me, but yeah, no. Yeah, I'm glad. And again, with the independence being on my own, I do miss my mom. I do miss Eli, Mike, and everyone. But I see them again on the weekends.
Yeah.
I look forward to the weekends. I even called them I called my mom on Friday at work too, and be like, hey, just checking on you, mom, and stuff. So it's not. I'm by myself. I'm still here and bringing my laundry and all that.
You brought no laundry today.
I didn't bring any laundry today. I did not bring it.
Well, that's good. I mean, I know for me, 2023 was hard.
It was hard, huh?
But in a good way, because it's like elevation. Everything that has happened has been for the better, but it did not come easy. Everything that we've gone through and did in 2023 has been not. It's been figuring out. You had to figure out your bills, your independence, budgeting. You got a lot of real reality check lessons.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, the more you up in life, you're going to get more reality checks. So
yes,
you have to. My advice is to prepare for what you've been praying for. That's the word today. Prepare for what you've been praying for. And how do you do that? You have to figure out what that looks like to you.
Yeah.
I always tell you, you have to figure out how you want your life to be. How, if you want it to be nicer, like materialistic wise, that's gonna require more hard work. If you want it to be chill, it could be whatever you make it. Life is really what you make it. Obviously, you have to put God first and, go to God. But when you do pray for those things, God is going to give them to you. And sometimes it comes easy, sometimes it don't. You have to make sure whoever is in your ear this year, they're positive people.
That's definitely positivity, y'all. Don't get all these negative people.
Yeah,
social
because
media.
it brings you down. It's gonna bring you down. So, like, if you do have things you're trying to achieve, don't deal with no naysayers. You know how I am on that.
Yeah.
If you're not boosting me up or telling me I can't do something, because I told you and your brother, y'all can do everything.
She's been saying that since I was little. Yeah, like it's not. Yeah,
and it's still not done. Like, you still have so much more to do, but it's what you want to do. I'm not gonna push my dreams on you. That's what I want for my children, to figure out what they want, and it's gonna be revealed to you. You're still young, even though you think you're older, but you still got a lot of life to live, a lot of lessons to learn. Just be around authentic people. I've taught you how to do that. I've taught you not to care what people think.
That was a hard one. That was the hardest one for me.
I've been trying to teach you that since you.
Yeah, I used super self-conscious, and of course everybody's a little self-conscious. I'm not saying I'm 100%.
Yeah, everybody has.
Yeah.
Everybody has doubts.
Lord,
self-doubt is normal.
Yeah.
I mean,
that used to hit me bad though.
Yeah.
Like people say some whatever, and then I'd be like thinking of it, be like, but mom would be like, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah, you have to learn to drown the voices. Anytime you start feeling negative thoughts, start either play some positive music, start doing something that make you feel good.
Exactly.
And of course you got down days. You're human, but that's life. Life is interesting. I was listening to this message today, and this guy was just talking about how he had got married, wrote a marriage book, all this stuff, then he got a divorce. And it's like, you did all this, and then people, they're going to think, you know nothing now. But actually, failing at something teaches you how to do it better.
Failure can be the best teacher.
Yeah,
humility, that's simple. That'll teach you. I will say about, I guess a question for you. So, compared to like my early 20s, like when I first turned 20, now I'm about to be 27, have you noticed any change?
Well, yeah, you're getting more confident. You know how to do things that you didn't think you knew. Yeah. I mean, you and your brother both do this. Y'all
That's
both
true.
doubt yourself, and then the next time I ask you about it, you're like, oh, yeah, that's nothing. And it's like, you was just stressing about that. like y'all both do it, and I do it. It's natural to be like, I can't do something. Then you start doing it. And
come from a family of anxious people.
Yeah,
that's how it's in our blood.
It's just kind of normal. I mean, it's the brain. You gotta tell your brain what to do.
Yeah. So and that was a real hard lesson for me to pick up on, but
Let's talk about what happened in 2023. Let's go down the list. Top things that happened in 2023. I'm gonna get your gen.
I'll say a general thing. A lot of people died.
What are you?
I think I'm a millennial.
Are you a millennial?
It's like Gen Z or millennial. I can't remember, or something like that. They switch that stuff up like all the time. I don't know. Because I thought All Nash was a millennial at one point. I don't know what's going on no more.
All right, let's go down the list of 2023 in review. The top things that happened. So January 2nd, that was in that Damar Hamlin dude collapsed on the field for the Buffalo Bills when he was playing football.
I heard
cardiac arrest.
That's crazy. I remember that was.
Everybody thought he was a clone when he came back.
I thought he was a clone.
Husband home.
Oh.
Hello.
Hey.
You left the garage open? We'll take a pause for the pause. Okay, I'm back. I had to tell my husband hi. Okay. So yeah, Damar Hamlin, he collapsed.
Yeah.
And so everybody thought he came back as a clone.
That's
Everybody thought it was the COVID shot. Everybody was like, that shot, it was killing everybody. You know.
I'm still alive after.
Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah.
House Speaker McCarthy got kicked out. He's the first speaker since like a long time ago. He got kicked out as House Speaker. What do you think about that?
It'd be crazy in those politics world. I don't know. I don't even know who that is. I'm not gonna lie.
So he's the Speaker of the House
Yeah.
for the Republicans, and
Yeah.
they voted. They didn't like him. They kicked him to the curb.
Well, if the Republicans don't like you, that's a crazy notion right there.
They
You gotta do
really
something really
can't
to
get
come back.
along. The infighting this is the worst I've seen. Like
Oh,
White
yeah.
House.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
The infighting is crazy.
On both sides.
They don't like. I guess they elected him. They felt like he wasn't doing what they wanted, and they was like kick rocks.
Pretty much.
Bruce Willis got diagnosed with dementia. The
Bruce
Die
Willis.
Hard
I've heard the
dude.
name. What is
Yeah,
he?
he's like Die Hard.
Oh.
Yeah, him. He has dementia.
Hey, he has dementia.
Yeah.
Sorry. Prayers up for Bruce Willis. He's still here with us.
Yeah.
Dementia's a crazy. That's like no. I don't know if that's a form of Alzheimer's.
Are you putting me in a home when I get dementia? If I get dementia?
I'm not gonna put my mom in a home. Come on now, that's crazy.
If y'all see me
I don't
in
even
a
know why she
home,
asked that question.
This is my oldest.
That's
I can't believe how white we are right now. Alec Baldwin got charged with manslaughter for accidentally shooting that lady. Do you think he's guilty? What do you think?
So that reminded me of what happened to Bruce Lee's son.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got killed that same way. I don't know, because that's like, I don't think it should be him. If it was on, like, he didn't know the gun, that should be a responsibility of, why are they putting live rounds in these guns? What is going on?
He
Like,
pointed none at anybody, period.
was it for a movie or something?
Yeah. But he pointed it at the girl that was the prop girl.
Then yeah. I don't know. He's
that
tripping.
was stupid.
He's probably be like, oh, we will see you.
Jimmy Carter enters hospice.
Oh.
I can't remember if he.
I mean, we can refer to Jimmy Carter now. I mean, I don't know how much, no, not wishing on anybody, but his wife just passed away. I don't know how much long, hopefully he stays with us longer, but it's not.
Yeah, so then after that, his wife died.
Yeah, she died recently, like a month ago.
Ke-Huy Quan, who was from Indiana Jones, he won his Oscar. He was, you remember Indiana Jones?
I never watched any of these.
Data or whatever his name is.
I
Well,
only
he
know-
was in the Goonies too. But if you watch old school Indiana Jones, it was good.
Yeah.
Donald Trump got indicted.
Hey, that was a bit. I was massive. Everybody
You
heard
were
about it.
shocked about that?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I mean, no, it was a shock, but it was massive. It was like,
I mean, you knew they were trying to get him on something.
exactly.
When he was taking auto papers at the White House and they kept filming it,
Yeah.
you should have known. Like,
Yeah,
they
Donnie.
kept saying, like, he's taking so much out.
Yeah.
Took him forever to move out.
Big Donnie. Now they're trying to apparently they're trying to get him off the ballots altogether. They're banning him.
I mean, Colorado and what's the other state?
That was Iowa or something.
No, I think it's like Colorado and New Hampshire. So he wouldn't win those. Those are Democrat states anyway.
That makes sense. Yeah.
The actor strike happened.
Oh, that was huge.
Guild.
Yeah, writer's strike. Yeah, that was. I mean, that's still affected movies and stuff because a lot of stuff got delayed. Pay the writers, y'all. They're making the movies for us to enjoy. We make sure they get a fair cut too.
What about Joker 2?
Joker
That's
2.
coming out in October.
I haven't seen the first one, but shout out.
You didn't see the first Joker?
No.
Wow.
I haven't even seen the Dark Knights.
Wow. You're not into Batman.
I like Batman, just not really the live action.
Well, Joker is more like, it's funny, but it's literally
Yeah, it's like
like
a
him
weird
doing
comedy.
mental illness.
Shout out Joaquin Phoenix. He's he did his thing.
You know his brother River?
River
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
What happened?
So there's my face. See, this is how young kids. Well, this movie Stand By Me, it still comes on. Is like these four friends. It's almost like it. I feel like it ripped off Stand By Me big time. And it was like these four friends. They were hanging out in the summer, and then they ended up like, you know, getting like it's pretty much the same except for there's no killer clown, but like they ran into trouble with these older kids and one of them died. Like no, they seen a dead body. It's almost like Boys in the Hood but the white version.
Oh, okay.
But his brother in there was a actor, Joaquin's brother River. He died of overdose.
Oh, dang.
So
I do think I heard about something like that.
yeah,
But yeah,
his brother was probably would have been as big, if not bigger.
Yeah, check on your mental health, y'all. You know, stay away from all that stuff. It doesn't, you know, if you need to get help, talk to someone. But like, don't turn to those things. It'll just make it worse. You know.
You can't escape this world. I mean, that stuff only lasts along those temporary, whatever vices, whether it's drugs, alcohol, food, whatever. Like, it's not, I mean, it's temporary. At the end of the day, whatever problems you face is still going to be there. So just take it, just rip off the bandage.
That's true.
I always compare pain to a wound. Like, they hurt, but you have to let them heal. You have to give it air to breathe. It has to scab over. It's going to look ugly. Yeah. Everybody's going to see it. Some people do, some people don't. People like, oh, what happened to him? And then it heals, and then you got the scar. Or people say, what happened? And it's like, well, I overcame and healed from this. Yeah. But when people don't let themselves heal, that wound is just going to stay. Like, why do you want to have that wound stay open? And I think I'm very, like, literal. I just think of things like, very, like, you know, I don't think of, like, these. It's very simple. Life is super simple. Like, it's brains on the just and unjust. Things happen to good and bad.
Very matter of fact.
Yeah. So there's no secret. Like, we're here. We have to do this. You know, there's something afterwards.
For like 80 to 90 years and then die.
Yeah,
that's pretty much.
And even if we get blessed with that, you know, but then you think like your friends or people who quit. It's like, dang, why did you give up?
Yeah,
like,
I just had.
Look how fast you turn 20 or turning 27.
Fast.
So all the people that think they're stuck in like these timeless loop, it's gonna be over. There's gonna be something else, good or bad, but don't get stuck on that. What were you saying?
I just had a friend who passed away at 26, and I was like, dang, it really, you know, because I was the first one that like actually, I knew the guy, because you know I've had classmates pass away. You hear about it, it's like, oh dang, that happened, but this one was someone I was actually kind of close with, and it's like you really think about it, it's like he doesn't get to live life no more. He doesn't get to. That's when it really hits when they're your age, your everything. Like they don't get to do anything anymore in this life, of course.
You have to use that as fuel, though. Like that's when I have my friends that die or people die. I say like I'm gonna do this for them. Yeah. They don't get to experience this. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta keep going, y'all. Gotta keep.
Yeah. I mean, just to find out what it is. Don't be no quitter. The missing Titanic sub happened.
The missing
Titanic.
People... Oh, God. Well, I don't even.
A lot of people get mad if you laugh at that, but that was just like really stupid.
I know it wasn't funny. I mean, rest in peace.
It was funny to me.
But I feel bad for the son, because wasn't the son, he didn't even know what was going on.
Should have never took your kid on something like that.
Yeah, but he said he didn't want to go, right? Like, I thought one of the kids on there apparently didn't want to go, but he was like, just come on with me. And trusted it. And then, hello, Nala. This special mascot he had. But yeah, no, those
I mean, I would feel bad as a parent, because one, we about to die, son. Yeah. But like, it's like when I take y'all places. Like adventures, like we went to Cabo. You could have died.
It's a very realistic.
But we're together.
I didn't want to have that thought in my mind that we're in a different country. And
but
that was a very American.
But we were together.
It's true. There was a lot of Americans in Cabo. It's kind of
if you had to die in Cabo is not so bad.
That's true. You know, everything was a beautiful. I recommend it. Leave the country, go explore other places and stuff. stay. If you're going to go to Mexico, stay. Don't go off sightseeing. That's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Very,
The
very.
main people get killed. They do. They're like, don't go there. It's like, yeah, but you veered off the path.
Yeah, that happened. I've seen it before.
Student loan forgiveness got struck down. Aren't you happy you done student loans?
It's not a surprise to me. Sorry to y'all college goers. I knew, told mom that more school for me wasn't going to be a possibility. I knew that.
I mean, you never know. You might get older and decide.
That's true. I can always go back.
Yeah.
But like,
and people going back to college all the time. Twitter became the X app.
Elon Musk, you know,
I still
Big
love
Musk.
Twitter because how do you say a tweet now?
You can say X or something. I actually heard recently that people who still, I guess they still have it to where it still shows Twitter for them, like not X, and they said they're gonna start like freezing their accounts and stuff, making them like changing over to X.
I mean, mine is X, but I'm just saying, how do you say?
I still say Twitter. I don't care.
Yeah.
I think the URL is still Twitter. I don't care.
Barbenheimer, that movie with Barbie and stuff. I did make him go see Barbie.
Yeah, I went to go see Barbie. It wasn't too bad. You know, I haven't seen Oppenheimer. I already know about that stuff, so it's not really, you know, what I want to see.
What is it about?
Huh?
Oppenheimer. My son is like a huge history buff.
I'm not a history buff. I just know who that is.
I have no clue who that is.
You don't know who Oppenheimer is?
No.
He said, "I have become death guy." He's the one who created I believe, the hydrogen bomb and dropped it on Japan.
Oh.
Yeah, Japan. Yeah. So I already knew about it. I didn't want to see that.
Taylor Swift had her Eras tour. Beyonce had her tour.
Shout out Taylor Swift. Shout out Beyonce.
She
the cult-like fans.
Travis Kelce.
Yes, and it's still going on. The whole Travis Kelce. I actually talked about it at work. I was like, maybe Taylor is going to curse the Chiefs right now because
they always blame women.
Yeah.
The Israel and Hamas conflict started October 7th. The bloodiest war between Israel and Hamas.
This is obviously something that's still going on. Very controversial. You can't even. I don't think we should say it.
Well, it happened.
It's bad on both sides.
It happened.
We're not thinking
it's happening.
Yeah. You know, hopefully peace. That's all we. Careful about because
peace in the Middle East.
That's a good thing.
We still gotta say that. I've been saying it since I was a kid, and we still say.
You don't want to make one side.
George Santos got expelled. You know him.
George Santos.
He was a New York Republican. He was like, I mean, as soon as he got elected, everybody was talking about how much he lied and stole. He stole from. He's only the sixth person in history to get kicked out of Congress, but he stole, like, he lied about having Jewish ancestry. He said he had a career in Wall Street. He didn't. He said he had a college degree. He scammed like so many people, and that's why I say you don't need experience. You just need to know how to lie.
Yeah, if you can lie, I mean.
You can get anything.
That's the politician way.
From that 70s show, Danny.
That just happened, yeah. That guy is. I never knew that. I never watched that 70s show like that. I've seen a couple episodes, but like, yeah, that's crazy that he got away with that.
He was in a Scientology church.
Yeah, I'm glad justice was brought because it's. Why can't people be
crazy.
normal? You're a celebrity. You can probably pull any girl that you want willingly. So why are you going out doing that? Like. That goes for you too, Cosby, all that. That's crazy. Like, stop. Just, you're celebrities. Go. Like, there's no point.
You got the Jonathan Majors thing that happened.
Recently. Oh.
The Kane.
Yeah, that's, Marvel got rid of them quick. They changed the movie title and everything. They said.
What's the movie title now?
What was like Avengers, Kang Invasion or something? Then it was like, now it's just Avengers 5. They just changed it to like a default number 5. They got rid of that. Like, but yeah.
Super Mario Brothers.
Thank you.
You love that?
Mom, will tell you, Mario is my favorite. Probably one of my top 3.
He says Yahoo. We debated this. Right? It's not Wahoo.
It is Wahoo.
You remember him saying Yahoo?
That That was because I told. So we'll talk about this later.
All the money I
But
spent
no.
on this, it was y'all.
But no, Mario. That was good for me to see because we had the old movie, the live action one, and I was like, that's kind of weird. This ain't really like the Mario I know, but like, I still respect that. But yeah, the Mario movie was great.
I'm glad that they kept the Mario Brothers.
Yeah, that was a good respect to the. Yeah, that was good.
The Ukraine war.
Yeah, Russia doing Russia things. Just taking a side on. We don't support what Russia's doing against the innocent people, but we know what the Ukraine.
Do you think we could rebuild Ukraine with? I mean, it's obliterated. I mean, we could. We are. We can give them so much money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why do we? That's not my problem. And they've already said stuff against us. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. That's a very.
There was a huge earthquake in Turkey, in Syria, 7.8 magnitude.
Yeah, that's sad. Hope they were okay. I hope they can recover. So they're okay.
One of the popes died. Pope Benedict. Oh, the Hawaiian wildfires. That was pretty messed up. Dang. And very conspiracy theorish.
What,
they were
wildfires?
saying they were saying that Jeff Bezos had wanted to buy up some land over there. And then
he was clearing he was making sure he could get that Amazon company out there, Bob. Get that.
The Queen died.
Queen dying is insane. That is a.
Well, you would never live forever.
I know, but it's still like that shaped everything. Like everybody stopped what they're doing because it was like, yeah, Queen, yeah, rest in peace.
And then King Charles, now the king.
King Charles is the king now.
Let's see what else we got.
The royalty family doesn't really do anything though, because I'm pretty sure UK has
most of their stuff they stole from Africa.
That's true. They did steal a lot.
A lot of people got fired from this year. Tucker Carlson, Don Lemon, lots of firing on the big news networks this year.
Yeah, people been having crazy thoughts and opinions, and they don't like that stuff.
You don't know Sinead O'Connor, but she died.
Who's that?
She sung that song. Nothing compares to you.
I probably heard it. But
Jeremy Renner had
I heard he has recovered.
Oh dang! I forgot Pee Wee Herman died.
Pee Wee Herman did pass away. Rest in peace. Yeah.
Dang. He wouldn't bother nobody, and people used to think he was so weird, but he didn't even bother anybody.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Let's see what else. There was hurricanes, of course. Jimmy Buffett died. He was this rich dude.
Yeah.
Tom Brady retired.
Tom Brady retired. That's crazy. A lot of people still trying to get.
Jerry Springer died.
Jerry Springer died. That one kind of hit him.
Jerry. You grew up on Jerry.
It's a little weird. Yeah, here he died. So rest in peace to Jerry for sure. Gets many entertainment, like so much entertainment.
And Jerry was like unproblematic too.
Yeah.
Man, it was a crazy busy year. Like
a lot of people died. That's the biggest thing. It's like die. We're losing like our old celebrities.
Yeah, like it was a lot of deaths. A lot of wrestlers died this year.
Yeah.
The dude from Friends died.
That was crazy. Matthew Perry. Yeah.
Did you watch that Left Behind thing yet? Really?
Left Behind? What's it?
On Netflix, like everybody leave the world behind. Everybody's talking about that.
I ain't never heard about that.
Yeah. It was a crazy year. I mean, we can go on and on. And a lot of stuff, I forgot most of this stuff happened for real. It's crazy. Let's see what's going on in current news right now. See, Dave Chappelle released another comedy thing. I'm interested to watch that.
Dave Chappelle, yeah, that dude's in the news constantly, man. Like, whatever controversial thing he says, and like, just he's a comedian, y'all. Don't take it so serious. It's jokes. It's joking.
These are jokes. So one thing I do on this thing is I read Reddit. Do you ever read Reddit?
Oh, are you doing like the AITAs and stuff like that?
What the heck is? Oh, am I the a-hole?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I've read them before, but I just literally just read ass Reddits, and people on this podcast love when I read. I hate reading, but people like it. So why not have I got my son here? We'll read some Reddits together. I'm trying not to get most of these people on here are super perverted, like beyond. Perverted. But Mama listens to my podcast and she'll be like, I like Mama, I'm not writing this. People over 40, this is for me. What's one thing you regret the most in your younger years? I mean, I don't live with regret, number one, but I would probably have taken care of my health a little better. I'm not like unhealthy, but if I knew how hard it was to keep a flat stomach, I would have probably tried to keep a flat stomach more, but probably my health and one, just not being a people pleaser. I've worked very hard in my life to not do that, and I know that you don't know me as a people pleaser.
I don't.
That's because I don't. I try to teach y'all not to be. But I had a really bad habit of trying to make other people happy and not myself. Yeah. And I was living other people's life and not my own. And so that's one thing that.
That's crazy to me because I never saw that really from my perspective.
Yeah.
The exact opposite, I would say, honestly.
Yeah, well, that's one advice I say. Don't people please. Don't do things that don't make you happy. Yeah. Obviously, like if you get in a relationship, you have to have compromise. But like if it's just you right now, don't try to please. Right. If somebody's committed to you or no. Exactly. What is the biggest problem with modern dating?
Oh, is this a question? Biggest problem with modern dating. Probably social media. Like they try to. I know it's like I'm the age for like TikToks and all that stuff. That's like, my age bracket. Is it my age bracket or would that be like? Anyways, like dating, people just try to follow like trends too much. Like, well, these guys are doing this, so let's try to adapt our relationship to that. Or I'd say, just a lot of infidelity nowadays. A lot of cheating is like crazy. It's not even. People
cheat now, and it's wild because you can get busted so easy. And
it's
a lot
so
of
easy
people
to get
like to bust
so
you for. A lot of people like to bust you for clout too.
That's true. Don't do that.
Hey, this person said, "What is your biggest f up this year?"
For me, I don't really think I had one this year.
I think for me, not trusting my intuition on some stuff. I got into some stuff that I didn't really want to, and I mean it turned out good because God knows my heart and God is my center. But I should have went with my first mind and did what I knew I should have did.
And don't take it like I don't have any problems when I said I didn't think I effed up this year. I've done it before. I'm just saying, like,
don't worry. We'll look at what other people say.
Because people in the comments think like, oh, he's.
Let's see what these people.
Yeah.
Say. Somebody said. Oh, hold on. Let's see what they say because they love to put their business on here.
Yeah.
Somebody said working 60 hours a week and not saving money.
Working
a lot and not saving money is stupid. Is like
it's stupid, but I can also sympathize. There's a lot of cool stuff to buy and stuff, but yeah, you gotta save, y'all. Like for people my age, just save it and then you can buy whatever cool thing you want. But just work on budgeting. You gotta eat. You gotta eat. Gotta eat.
Dozing off behind the wheel on a long road trip and crashing into the median, subsequently totaling my car. I mean. When you get drowsy, pull over.
I will say, yeah, people don't talk about, they talk about drinking and texting, but like sleep driving, being tired of driving, that doesn't get talked about. That happens a lot.
I'm the queen of that.
Huh?
I'm the queen of that.
I never noticed that.
You talking about driven, y'all, and man.
I never knew you were tired. I knew you were tired, but like.
That was God getting y'all home. There been
For
times
real?
you be waking up and you be like,
I'm not gonna. Okay, there are a
now?"
couple times where it does look like you're like the wheels about to go off. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now that you
But
say
ain't
that,
nobody but God.
I mean, I understand because you drive out. My mom wants to take a road trip. We're going straight there. We're not taking
Yeah,
no
we ain't
sleeping in
stopping,
the
bro.
like,
We ain't
yeah,
stopping.
we're going straight.
No, we
And I was like,
ain't
how's mom
stopping.
still up awake at this time? I fall asleep for like a few hours. She's still.
God,
Yeah.
the grace of God.
Oh, I was like,
But that's what I'm saying. God be covering us. That's why you gotta pray.
yeah.
Somebody said it's bold of you to assume that I'm done effing up this year.
We're all doing it.
Last
We're all doing. You know, we're humans. Okay, we
Somebody said not spending my time on what really makes me feel good and fulfills me. Staying in places where I feel comfortable.
yeah, being comfortable, being complacent. That's a big f up. I mean, it's easy to just say I'm living good and there's no problems, but you're not doing anything.
Yeah. Somebody said signing a 1-year lease on a house that I hate living in. That sucks. That sucks. I mean, it comes with the territory. I like my house, but I don't like my neighbors. So.
Well, we've had some neighbor issues. I don't know if you talked about it on the podcast. Yeah. That's
yeah. And then the other day, somebody came over. That's why the alarm is beeping. So if you come to my thing, my alarm, it's got you. But somebody tried to try Mike's truck to see.
Are you serious?
Crime is bad, dude.
We live in, what?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I can show you the video.
Yeah, I gotta see that later. I gotta see that.
Somebody said not taking my body's warning signs seriously. Doctor was pretty sure, just taking care of my health.
It's cute.
Kissing a friend after we didn't talk again.
That's just, yeah.
That's why you don't cross friend boundaries. Like, for real, if you got a friend, don't take it to romance, because then you losing a friend forever.
Yeah,
it's not worth it. Taking a guy back after he cheated on me, broke it off again a few weeks later because it wasn't worth it. Still, I feel so crappy thinking I almost let that slide.
It happens, what you learn, it's I know some people can do that. Some people take back their cheating partner.
Oh, yeah. Some people really think that, one, they're scared to be single. That's why I commend single people that don't put up with a bunch of mess. Shout out to people that ain't put up with mess and not settling. And then, two, they just don't think they can do better. But somebody said drinking too much.
I'll do it to you. That'll.
What's your pickup line if you had to ask the girl out?
A pickup line?
Yeah.
Do people say pickup lines anymore? I don't really use them. I'll introduce myself. I'm like, if I find a girl that's nice, I'll be like, hey, girls, the main girls I see is when I work with, so.
That's Nala. Nala. Would you stop, please? Thank you. Somebody said, when I was still in dating apps, I matched with a lady that was still in med school. We have been chatting it up for a few days. And I said, what kind of illness could I have so I can spend time with you at the hospital?
Pickup lines work on some people just not. It does. I've never used one on a girl before because I would laugh. I laugh too much on it, so I wouldn't be able to do it. Couldn't do it.
Somebody said, hey baby, it might look like 3 inches, but it smells like a foot.
Let's change to a different. I'm gonna comment on that. Let's switch over to something else.
That's funny.
Don't say that to girls, by the way, because you can easily.
Nala!
Don't say that to a girl. You can easily get in trouble with that. Don't do that. Yeah.
What would be the most useless profession in a post-apocalyptic world?
Most useless profession. Hey, I don't even.
Anything to do with IT, for real.
Yeah, that's true.
We would have no more internet.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest one. I mean, because there's a lot of definitions of post-apocalyptic.
Somebody said telemarketer. Influencer.
money, handling money, it's probably useless or whatever. Yeah, but
Casinos, a life coach. I need life
that's the
coach
people
in
that
the
walk in.
afterlife. Shoot, all jobs. Game show host.
But yeah, hopefully, apocalypse, if it does happen, oh God, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I mean, with all these people, what do you think about like Mark Zuckerberg and stuff building?
No, yeah, they're building,
underground?
These people are digging for, I don't know what's going to happen next year, because apparently, they're making some nice little tunnels or whatever, so. Look.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, who would want to survive after everybody's gone, for real? Would you want to be stuck here?
We had that debate before, remember?
I mean, would you want to be stuck here?
No, I said if I was the last human on Earth, I remember we were arguing about that before. I said I would die because.
I mean, no. If I was the last human on Earth, I would be all right. I'm just saying if the cap is that way, like to where I'm the last one, but I'd be afraid, but I'd be
Nature will
thinking
take that
fast because I'm such a like irrational person. You don't know how irrational I am. I'd first of all get a really big truck, load it with a bunch of crap, hit the road, like stop at a lot of. Cause my thing is loose animals. Like they're gonna get crazy because they haven't been fed.
The roads are gonna be taken over by the growth and stuff.
Yeah, so that's why you gotta hit the road immediately. You gotta find somewhere you wanna live.
Those plants and all that stuff over there, those nuclear
Well,
plants.
that's why you gotta find somewhere. I mean, you probably really gotta go to like Colorado or something. You gotta go to Colorado or something. Somewhere where you got fresh water. Like there's millions of places where
we've had this.
That's the good thing about social media. All you gotta do is look at all these freaking weirdos that post everything about their house. There's houses built.
Smart houses.
Go to Mark Zuckerberg's house. Duh, he got everything already. So
you probably it's turrets, so you can walk on that thing and shoot you down or whatever. I don't know. I would if I was a billionaire. I don't want no random person.
You just need generators. You need, you just gotta think about that.
It's like zombies. They just live on an island. They can't swim, I don't think. Or walkers.
Yeah, so, it depends on what series you watch. So, I have these story times that I play. And I got a few. And then you can comment on them. This is an interesting one. Let's see.
On the day I arrived to Phillips Exeter Academy, a boarding school in New Hampshire, I want you to look at what I was wearing. It's move-in day. I'm in a Lacoste pleated skirt, Ferragamo shoes, which are hard and heeled, a blazer probably from J. Crew, and like a Ralph Lauren ruffled shirt. The girl who would end up becoming my best friend said the first time she laid eyes on me, she was like, I'm not going to like that girl. She's dressed like George Washington. That school at the time had a very strict dress code. The boys had to wear ties and the girls had to wear like just a certain level of clothing every day to class. And, you got in trouble if you didn't show up correct. I want you to note something. I was not cosplaying like this. This was who I was. Like, I already owned all this stuff, the way I'd been raised, the events I'd gone to, things like that. This was very natural for me. How many times do you think, though, that I had to defend that in the common room of the hall I lived in? We talked yesterday about the lady who walked up to me at the Met and was like, where are you going? And she wanted to know that because of what I was wearing. Well, this didn't start as a woman. This started back when I was a kid. And even as a baby, long before that. So yesterday we talked about how the woman who asked me that question very rudely, she was from a certain age demographic. So we could maybe give her a pass. I know, but we could say, look, she grew up in an area and in an age where there's a lot of segregation. She's just not, her brain hasn't caught up to the times. That's what's going on. That's not what would happen in the common room of my hall. And I want you to know, my year at Phillips Exeter was one of the best years of my life to this date. I do not care if it sounds like, oh, you peaked in high school. That was a peak. It was a peak year. It's a great school. It was a great place to go. I had great hallmates. I had great classmates. Everything's fine. But I will never forget the day that I got asked where I learned to dress, how I was dressed, and why I did it. Mind you, these are kids who have we all have the same dress code. The dress code did not change based on rank or year or color. It was the same dress code. I was asked that question by a young girl who came from New York society in an area that later.
So anyway, basically her story was about this. She's black. She went to you know, as I always tell you, like being a black man, we do have to look a certain way. Like you'll see other people that don't have to do that, and basically what she's saying in this video is we should stop doing that, but you do understand why we've had to, because we'll be discriminated against, right? That's just period. I mean, people have had these conversations with you about shaving, about this, about that, because you're black. Like anybody else can come and look however they want, but because you're a black man, you have this extra burden of being able to speak well, able to dress well, able to this. And she's saying if we all band together and stop doing that, I don't think it'll work. What do you think?
And we stop dressing well,
yeah, just come and taking us as we are.
I mean, I don't think society would like that.
No, they wouldn't, because they would still be like, "Oh, I'll just go with."
I mean, if they're judging us for dressing well too, I mean, what are they even?
They'll go to the other POCs and people of color that do what they're told, because we're the most rebellious, obviously. But thank goodness for that, because we're the reason why immigration even got started. Black people standing up for what we believe in, how we want our hair, things are the reason why. You know, black women are the reason women can vote. You know, so if we were the proper people of color that did what we were told, changes wouldn't be made. I mean,
yeah, sure.
I see it to a certain extent, but unfortunately, it's a burden you bear of being a black.
I mean, we're always going to be judged for what. I mean, it's just history of white, black. I mean, obviously, there's white people who support us, but it's, you know, those type of white people. But
yeah,
it's always going to be like that. You can't really
all
change
right, let's get to the next one.
Some children develop a victim mentality about life, and it's dangerous. It moves them into anger in their lives. I want to help you address that in this video. I'm Dr. Scott Turansky. I'm a professor at Concordia University, where I teach the master's level parenting class to those who are getting a family life education degree. Now, when you're working with this victim mentality, it follows this pattern. It's cyclonic thinking inside of a child's life, and it must be addressed. It has things in it like this. The entitlement mentality, the you owe me, the victim mentality that says, my problems are everyone else's fault. If everyone else would change, I'd be fine. So this victim mentality is dangerous and it's not helpful. Children say things like, that's not fair, you don't understand me, you don't listen to me. They develop this pool of negativity that can take a lot of different forms. It could be arguing or badgering or complaining or whining. All of this victim mentality is harmful for children, so we must have a strategy to address it. If you see it in your child, it means that they're blaming life on everybody else and not taking responsibility. So one of the key pillars in a heart-based approach is that we transfer responsibility to the child. We do this even in the language that we use. I can tell you're angry. Your anger is a problem in this situation. I want to help you deal with your problem or this in that regard. So the way we use words transfers responsibility to that child. That's going to be a key component here. We don't want to enter into the arguing that a child has or any of their negative tendencies, because when we do, we tend to validate their approach. Often it's not even helpful to argue with a child who's being a victim. We just need to say, look, you need to jump tracks. You need to focus on what you have, being grateful. You need to focus on some of the positive things in life. You need to focus on solving this problem, because there are two kinds of people in the world. There are whiners and there are solvers. If you're going to be a whiner, you're going to walk in the kitchen and say, I'm hungry. But if you're a solver, you're coming in the kitchen with a solution in mind. Mom, could I please have a snack? You see, we're teaching children how to take responsibility for themselves and avoid this victim mentality that is so dangerous and prevalent in society today, not only with children, but also with adults.
Some adults are still whiners.
I
mean,
that's a truthful.
You got a couple of friends like that. No, it's true. I've always taught y'all, like, you know, be grateful. People would love to have your problem.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's natural, but at a young age, I always taught y'all, like, don't feel sorry for yourself. Like, of course you're going to have moments, but you're not going to get anywhere in life. If everybody's sitting around crying, nothing's gonna get done. If everybody's throwing themselves a pity party, nothing will get accomplished.
That's
We
what I used
have to
do.
get the job done, period.
I was the pity party host.
Everybody throws pity. It's not abnormal, but you can't just let it stop everything. Like, okay, we know this is happening, now what?
Yeah.
How long are you gonna let this affect you?
Yeah, definitely. You know, a lot of these children, parents are doing like really lax parenting, letting them do that.
Gentle parenting.
And they think it's like, cute at first when they're like a little kid, but they realize these kids don't stay kids and babies.
And
forever.
people don't love your kids the way your mom
Exactly,
is.
that's true.
The world is not your mom.
Yeah. Like,
So, I mean, I could coddle you all day, but when you get in the world, it's like, wait, my mom, all I would have to do is be nice or smile. I get my way. It's just not going to happen in the real world. So, that's why cuddling is dangerous.
don't call on your children. You know,
No.
show love.
Support your children, but don't coddle them.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure the decisions they're making are their decisions and not their friends or somebody else. Like, anytime you make a decision, I'll be like, where did you come up with that? Did you research that?
Yeah.
Is it your idea or somebody else's?
Exactly.
Alright.
Guys, I don't say this often, just ask my husband,
Oh,
but I think
John
I might
Benet
have
Ramsey's
been wrong.
back.
I'm referring to the John Benet case and how I have always believed that the suspect was an unidentified male. We have done so many videos on the John Benet case, and let me tell you, based on your comments, you guys are very passionate about this case. You're persuasive, you're knowledgeable, and all of these comments actually prompted me to go dig deeper on certain subjects and just do more research. I would say that the main thing that has caused me to sort of change my tune and change how I'm thinking about this entire case is the portion of the autopsy that basically 100% states that John Benet had acute and chronic SA. I had seen parts of the autopsy before. I had never seen this portion of the autopsy. It is sort of undeniable, and this has opened up my eyes entirely in a different direction. Also, Boulder Police did release a new statement yesterday on new updates in the investigation, and I will get there in just a moment, but I want to share with you something that one of our followers shared with us about the investigation. The person that reached out to us lived on the same street as the Ramseys in 1996 when this occurred. They reached out to us. They stated that the rumor on the street, the whisperings in the neighborhood at that time, were that Patsy walked in on SA occurring on John Benet by John. She was angry and swung a golf club. She intended to hit John with a golf club, but she accidentally hit John Benet. Allegedly, according to these whispers, they panicked, they staged the crime scene, they wrote the ransom note, the rest is history. I have no idea if this is what occurred. I don't know if you guys have heard this before, but it was very interesting to me.
So, do you know who John Benet Ramsey
I have
is?
no idea what it is.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you. John Benet Ramsey, this case is like so old, dude. Like, she was this is back in 1996. So how old does she look?
What? That's her?
Yeah, how old does she look?
It's like she's 10 or something.
Yeah, she's only like, let me see how old she was. She was in the kitty pageants. I think she's only like, she was little. She was younger than 10. But
Yeah, I was gonna say Timothy.
they've never solved her case. They found her, I don't know, it was, I want to say Christmas. I don't know when, but it was December 26th, the day after Christmas. And she was 6 years old with all that makeup on. She's one of them pageant kids. And they found her in this basement just dead. And to this day, nobody solved the case. And that happened in 96.
But shouldn't there be like DNA and stuff, like fingerprinting and all that? Nothing?
It's all about who you know sometimes. But people are saying that her dad was this lady saying her dad sexually assaulted her or whatever, and the mom swung a golf club and hit her. I don't know. I don't know if they'll ever solve her case. This case is older than you.
Yeah. Well, I hope there's, justice brought. Those kid pageants are always like a little weird to
It's
me.
very weird
It's
to
just
dress a
like-
kid up as an adult.
I
It's
thought about
strange.
it's just like, and there's a lot of stuff that goes behind. It's more, they got like diet and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
like
it's
It's
weird.
weird. Like,
I would never put my kid in something like
no,
that.
like,
Y'all keep writing me saying I don't do story times no more. Story time about how I pimped my baby daddy out. So when I was about 18, 19, my baby daddy used to be a serial cheater. So this one time he had cheated with this girl who had a lot of money, had a good job, had a nice car, and she was older than us. The lady had to be like 35, and we was like 18 or 19. I go through this man's phone. He asking the lady to get him money. She giving him money. She giving him food stamps. She buying my kids clothes. She getting their hair did. She gave my kids the best Christmas. Like, I ain't even flexing. Like, I even, would leave the house so he can go be with shopping. Like, because I never let him know that I knew that he was cheating with that lady because we was broke. We needed that lady. Like, if I go through the phone, they finna go somewhere, finna go out of town, I would go buy my baby daddy an outfit to go out with her. Now, he had the lady thinking that I was like a deadbeat mama or something, and he was a single parent in the house by himself. I never told him that I knew he was cheating with that lady till like years later when he called me cheating. My mama used to be like, now you know he cheating with that lady. Everybody knew he was cheating with that lady. Everybody used to come tell me, inbox me, send me pictures of them at Walmart. Who cared? Not me. Baby, she probably at Walmart getting stuff for my kids right now. To this day, I still don't know how my baby daddy swung that. I still don't know how my baby daddy swung that. Y'all, I used to see the lady and everything and just say, hey, how you doing? I ain't never had no animosity. To this day, I don't have no animosity to that lady. I actually, ma'am, if you watching this, call my baby daddy. He miss you. Yeah, so she ended up finding out that he lied about me, and she kind of got her heart broke, and she didn't know that we were still together. I was trying to hide it. I don't know where I went wrong, but small town, people talk. He was heartbroken when that lady left, and I was heartbroken too. Baby, when I tell you, me and him was sitting in that bed depressed for about a week when that lady left. Yeah, so yeah, I pimped my baby daddy out. I'm sorry I had to make a short story time. I'm trying to go in the store, y'all. Bye.
well, I mean, I don't know how she's proud of the fact that she's a side chick, I guess, but I mean, I don't. But that's what y'all. Why do y'all?
I mean, if you're gonna cheat, at least make it help your home out, I guess. I mean, my thing is, if you cheat, get your partner, ask them, can I cheat? Some people be cool with it.
Well, they got
Clearly,
that.
this
They got the
girl is-
poly stuff now.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I'm not.
But most people cheat because they like the whole adventure of having a secret life or whatever. But to me, it's like, if you're going to cheat, ask the person, are they going to be okay with you cheating? Then you give them the opportunity to do they want to
Oh,
cheat
you're talking about
too.
the other person. I was like,
Yeah. Like, lying is so stupid to me. Like, you're too old to be lying. Like, who's gonna be creeping around, sneaking? Like, that's just so lame. Like,
there's people who have like 2 whole families.
Yeah.
Like they be like, oh, I'm going on the business trip.
and sometimes,
Yeah,
I mean,
like-
but don't be the women that act like they don't know. But come on, I know where my husband is at all times, and if I call him, he got like the clock is ticking.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I guess that's.
Yeah, you gotta like. I'm gonna give you 2 to 3 minutes to call me back. Then I'll be like, "Where you at?"
You better call back.
So, you alone with him at the movie?
No, my mother was sitting right next to us. And then my mother got increasingly angry because I was paying more attention to him than I was to her.
Okay. Was this picture taken at the movie?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have sexual relations with him at the movie?
Yes, sir.
Where was your mother?
She was in the auditorium. We had went to the bathroom, in the men's bathroom. I wheeled myself to the bathroom and he followed while my mother was still in the auditorium.
She knew he was following.
Yes. She thought that he was going to get popcorn.
Where did you go once you got in the men's bathroom?
The handicap stall.
And what happened then?
We had sex.
So you have sex in the handicap stall in the men's bathroom at the Cinderella movie. and then you get back in your chair and motor back out to the auditorium. She knew none the better.
So wait, what's going on with this?
So Gypsy Rose, that's this girl that she her mom had Munchausen's. You know what that is? Where you make your kids sick.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, so Munchausen is like these moms, they like do things to make their kids sick so they get attention. It's called Munchausen by proxy, where moms just like, they love the attention of a sick child to where they almost end
I've
up
heard
killing
about it,
them. And so her mom had her sick to where she was like having to use a wheelchair. She kept the girl sick. Well, the girl, her name is Gypsy Rose, she ended up like meeting a boy online, and her mom let her have a little boyfriend. And so that's what she said, that she lost her virginity at a movie theater. But the messed up part is that the girl, the boyfriend, they killed the mom. The messed up part is that the girl had to do 10 years, and I felt like that was messed up because her mom had like kept her sick, wheelchair. Now she can walk and she's normal. I mean, I don't know if she's normal because your mom doing that to you. I mean, I hope they
Is she out now?
She just got out yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, she did 10 years.
How old was she in that video?
She was probably in her 20s.
Let's see.
Because she went to jail when she was like 17, 18. So she's probably like your age.
It's crazy.
But I'm like, they gave her 10 years and her mom did all that stuff to her, which is crazy.
So wait, did the boyfriend killed her? Or,
yeah, he's in prison too.
Oh, so did he get the longer
I
sentence?
think, yeah, he got the longer sentence. But yeah, so you'll hear her name, Gypsy Rose. She's like...
Probably will.
Yeah.
You should go on Twitter or something.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Alright, let's see.
Listen up. If you haven't stopped and listened to anything else that I have said, please stop and listen to this. I used to work at AutoZone some years ago. And what made me think about this is because it's getting cold, and a lot of people cars be acting up when it starts to get cold. So I wanted to make women aware of getting these mechanics from like these auto parts stores who sit outside these auto parts stores, and you know, hey, you need a mechanic, you need a mechanic, you need a mechanic. Listen to this. I used to work at AutoZone, like I said, back in like 2008 to like 2012 for a few years. And I got to know all my regulars. They knew me. And it was this one particular mechanic that used to always come in there. His name was Greg. And Greg was the type of man that really basically only liked to use to deal with women. When it came down to men, like when he come in the store, any woman, you know, he was real like flirty, like or whatever. He'll answer any of their questions. But when it came down to men, it was like he'll answer that question, but he'll hurry up and brush them off. And the reason why I don't deal with people that come in there that deal with people that seem just always so churchy. You know, he used to come in there all the time singing his church songs when I used to work on Sunday, coming out full suit, with his kids, his daughter and his son. Every Sunday, just real churches. That's why I don't too much believe in some of y'all, but that's no here nor there. But, like I said, he used to like dealing with the women, not too much of the men. And if you're familiar with AutoZone had like this little AutoZone rewards card, and you know how they put the warranty in the system. He used to always his warranties was like, oh my God, he had his name list for one of the warranties was every car in the book. He had like everything. So sometimes the women, his customers, used to come in there and with him and buy the parts or whatever. And he used to say, give me his phone number for the warranty. And I asked the lady, I was like, you don't want your warranty of what you're paying for your parts and your name? He was like, no, so you can get a discount. I said, he's not getting a discount. I used to just be straight up with them because at the end of the day, you're spending your money. And what he used to also do by him having this long warranty with all these different cars, wanted customers to use his.
So pretty much she said beware of the shade tree mechanics. But I think women or men, because
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see women being like, hustle like that, because I guess it's a stereotype that we don't know about cars. But yeah, no, I feel like mechanics know, even if because I know nothing about cars. Like, there's probably women who know more about their cars than I.
Yeah.
Definitely for sure.
I mean, if you didn't hire the mechanic, like I wouldn't. Unless if it was something simple, but if you meet somebody standing outside of AutoZone,
yeah, you can definitely look at someone and be like, I feel like a mechanic can look at you and be like, yeah, I know that person don't know nothing. Let's get, hey, your confabulator's broken, man. We gotta get you 400 on that one.
All right, let's get into this last one.
Okay.
I didn't know that these men in the Navy be DL. Is this true?
Yes, it's true. And all of them. All of them. The seamen, the first class, the second classes, the chiefs, the officers, the commanders, the captains, all of them. If you have a spouse in the military or in the Navy on deployment and you ain't heard from them, something going on. They can still email you and text you back. Or not text you, but they can email you. I met somebody in the Navy, snuck into my life as a friend, just like as a cool, straight friend to have. Next thing you know, every port that we stopped in on this 7-month deployment, I was with this person. We on the ship, I work days and I'm staying up all night. He worked nights, he's staying up all day. We hanging out in the same workplace. All of these things for 7 months straight. You would think we was married in a relationship. We was spending so much time together. 7 months later, we finished deployment and his wife is on the pier. 7 months pregnant. He wanted me to keep walking with him though and introduce me as his best friend to his pregnant wife. What else? Because I really have so many stories. I could make a series. They all gay mama. Don't believe anything they say. Even the straight ones in the birthings, they be playing gay with each other. And they be playing gay with the gays in there. I knew straight men in the Navy that would come out of the showers butt-ass naked in the birthing. They know it's full of men. And they would still walk in there butt-ass naked. But not just that. They would, or I know one in specific, or one in particular, that would come in front of me and some of the other people that he knew were a little fruity and be in the burden windmilling his peen. Just windmilling that thing. What else? Oh, I know an officer that got in trouble because he got caught in the rack with a dude and he was married. They be gay for real. And then deploy.
So what do you think? You think it's a lot of... What do you think about DL people, period?
People want to know.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell somewhere, like, okay, like, 'cause I'm not, but I don't have to go around and be like, oh, that's gay. Like, you gotta, or pause.
If you super homophobic,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a red flag. But today, like, I used to have really good gaydar, but nowadays, because men are so soft with y'all feelings, it's like...
I wouldn't call that soft.
Like, emotional. Like, not you, you're my son, obviously. I'm saying, like, people that don't, like, dudes are just more, like, about their feelings and stuff now, so it's harder to tell. I mean, I don't think every man, but I think society's so jacked now. I don't know who's who.
You can definitely tell someone's, like, on the down low for sure, because that's all they talk about is, like, people who are gay or, you might know
They're
someone who's
obsessed
gay.
with it.
It's just
yeah.
like, it's like, man, what do you,
Just
dang,
come
we
out,
know, like.
yeah, just come out at this point. That's the thing. It's like at this point, just the military's open. You can do whatever you want.
As far as the
now,
military,
so,
that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
I've heard stuff about that, like.
I mean, your dad was in the military. What are you saying?
What are you talking about?
Your dad was in the military.
Yeah, I never said
all
nothing about that. I never said anything. I'm just
he
saying.
said all military. That dude said all.
I didn't say all military.
No, that guy. He said all military dudes is gay.
Oh, all of them. Oh, no.
Yeah, he got a blanket statement. That no, you can tell. I mean, if you can't tell by now, really your eyes ain't open. But
if you gotta keep talking about it, if you're gay, that's it's just like, what are you trying to say? I kind of say it's like, bro, why are you calling people gay all the time, bro? Like, what's gay? Like, what are you trying to say? Like,
them be the main ones, though. I mean, you're right. Them be the main ones.
Because it gets to a point where it's like annoying. It's like, all right, I get it, bro. Like, that's gay. Like, well, what are you trying to say here? We're both straight. You don't gotta keep point it out.
Maybe he's trying to see if you'll bite. Some people do that to see how far. People, it's like if you have that white friend, they see how far they can go before they can say the N word, and it's like, no, the buck stops.
No, it's no.
Well, it's been nice talking to you, son. That concludes. My show.
It was nice being on here.
We this is normal. We talk on Saturday.
Yeah, that's all. Like, it was
so
nice
I was
talking.
let's just do a podcast, and I was planning on doing so.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on here.
You got any advice for the people in 2024?
It's 2024. That's still crazy. Just what we said earlier. Be true to yourself. Don't love yourself. That's the biggest thing. People need to love themselves for real. And that's what I'm dealing with my coworkers and friends, because they're always like, I need someone else to just find peace with yourselves, man. Don't blow your money. All those people, the people on Reddit, if you get paid, budget, and then save your money so you can buy something you actually want. It's hard. It's not fun, but you gotta do it. And then just stay healthy, drink water. That's important. Vitamins, all that. And yeah, just try to enjoy life. It's short. It's fast. I'm 27 years old. So the next podcast I'll be 57 years old out here probably.
That means I'll be dead.
No, you won't. Hold on, no, you won't. I'll be 30 years old. 30 years later, you'll be in your 70s, Mama. That'll be fun.
You'll be fine.
It'll be perfectly fine. I'll be right here, gray. Everything will be gray probably. I hope I still have my hair back then, but and everything, we'll be sitting right here, Mama. Don't worry. Mike will be there.
Happy New Year to everybody. Stay blessed. I pray the Lord keeps His hedge of protection around you this year, and prepare for what you prayed for, because it's gonna come. It's your responsibility to go get it.
Love y'all. Happy New Year, everyone. Take care.
Peace in the Middle East.